Alright, let's continue the excavations. Let's make sure we get this conveyor turned on. It always turns off when you exit the game. Yeah, get that sucking pay dirt into the sluice over there. Yeah, once we get this this pond dug out, we're probably gonna maybe we'll go over there and do some logging. Might actually get a processor head for this thing. Start thinking about how maybe we'll build a production, not sure. I still have that road to work on that the government of Alaska so graciously decided to pay me to put in, since I put my claim right on the road. And I kind of disabled it for everyone else. Yeah, last night me and Crow were on here slamming pay dirt, so we should be able to afford Slucifer. So maybe I should go throw some gravel down on that road so I can get it on over. Hey, what's up, D? You gotta start somewhere, man. And I think he means 0 viewers. I definitely have more than 0 followers. You know, it's those who don't try that don't ever do anything. Rather start with 0 than not start at all. Anyways, I don't really care. Focus more on developing my own character right now than I am focused on if other people care about it. Do you play Farming Sim? I actually was just I've been watching this dude play Out of Ore for the past couple days, and from watching him, it kind of just convinced me to buy it just to play with him for a bit. It's a pretty good time. The physics aren't quite there, especially on the excavator. The excavator is absolutely garbage. Farming seems definitely a lot more polished, but as far as doing like a stream playing with viewers, Outdoor is definitely going to be easier, because like I got so many mods on here. You need so many mods just to get gold mining to work to begin with. Really should bring the other truck over here because it's got a much higher capacity. It'll sit there and let Lucifer, the mini trommel, chew on it for a while I'm over there loading this guy up. So we'll go ahead and hop in the Cat 745. I just don't like how it's not an automatic. You gotta manually gear through it. Which I guess is partially my fault. I got that setting turned on, but I do like playing pretty realistically. You know, I pick what I want. Maybe I should get that little peninsula there before I keep moving along. I'm just glad that Out-of-Ore allows you to bind things to your mouse, like your mouse drags, unlike Gold Mining Simulator. Gold Mining Simulator's really lacking there. And again, the physics and the polish. For as janky as the physics are in this game with digging, it's definitely the best thing out there in my opinion. It's like 10:30 at night, Sunday here. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Something I really not looking forward to. Had a good day yesterday. Put about 14 hours into putting up a how to get started gold mining and farming simulator 25 video. Seems to be getting quite a bit of traction already. Even though I just posted it. The long form videos are really hard to get clicks on. Really gotta pick something that people are already interested, kinda, you know, find what already works and piggyback off of what works, especially as a new creator. And there's really not anything out there near as comprehensive as the guide I put out. Like, probably the most accurate one is the one 37 has up, but it's like an hour and a half long. He doesn't give you links or a mods list. He's just like, oh, here you can just look at what I have and go get it yourself, which, I mean, I get it. He doesn't want to lead people. He doesn't want to get blamed for leading them to anything that's got viruses. But you know what? You're the one downloading it on your computer. You know, it's all up to your discretion. It's not my fault if you download something. If you want to blame me, whatever. I didn't get the viruses off of them. I don't know. What do you think the government would pay me to lay gravel down over on the bypass they paid me to put in? I mean, it's my material. You know, I'm probably going to use our tailings. Yeah, I think after this I'll load up all our tailings. Go lay them down on the road. Heck, I might even use both the coarse and the fine tailings. I was going to use all coarse tailing, so it's like kind of like asphalt. Lay it down with a paver. But we got to get that road running up and running. Alright, truck's full. Let's go empty her. This one's got a capacity. Looks like it's having a hard time putting out, at least on the shorts. Gonna have to look into optimizing that. This one dumps real fast. Make for quicker trips, but gotta use it more. Let's clean up the mess we dumped over here real quick. Alright, yeah, she's full. Let's take her in. Just deal with some tailings here real quick. Oh yeah, those are stacking up fast. I think I'm just gonna sell that lever. Track loader. It's kind of useless. It's only got a 10,000 liter bucket capacity. It's just been sitting there since I got this Kawasaki. Get all these talents taken care of and get back to digging. I think maybe before I go to work on the bypass road, I'll have to get into the files for that Cat 745 and make it so it works with Terraform. Either that or maybe, you know, it's either I make that Terraform enabled or which would probably be easier. Actually, they're both pretty easy edits in the mod files. But I could get the Volvo A60H, just give it some different capacity options. I don't know. One or the other, maybe both. Why not both? And I like how the 745 gets dirty, the tires, it's a bit more polished. I wish you could get rid of the tailgate. I don't like how you have to have the tailgate in a 745. My buddy was complaining about the brakes on it. Don't brake very well. That would be too hard to fix up. But yeah, this whole situation with the tailings is just going to have to get fixed. I think it'll kind of fix itself once we get a slucifer up here. I can't remember if I got all the coarse talents out of this guy. I'll find out in a second. Yep. Got a couple of buckets of concentrate to throw in there. Man, look at all the gold just sitting there. We should be good to keep slamming pay dirt. Oh, no more loads. Again, we'll take the 745. Oh, see, that's something that would be the hard thing to fix. I don't know how difficult it would be to edit this guy so it's an automatic instead of a manual. Visually, it's definitely the better one. Guess my biggest gripe about it really is just the tailgate. Yeah, so we'll have to dig into the files and see about that. Maybe that's something I'll get on tomorrow. Editing these rock trucks to my liking. It's one of the things I really like about this game. If something doesn't work the way you like it, the way you want it to, you can just change it. Most of it's simple. It all started with me editing the bucket capacity on a loader. I'm like, yeah, that's all I really want to do. And then it just kind of snowballed into, hey, I want terraform on this. And then it's like, oh, I can change the horsepower and the gear ratio and the torque scale. Yeah, one day I was messing around with the lever here, and I got it up to like 100 miles an hour, and then trying to stop with it was a whole nother story. It was like driving a train; it just wouldn't stop. All right, filled up. Let's take her in. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be so bad that this thing's manual. I'll just have to, if this is the only rock truck I'm running, I'll just get used to it. But hopping back and forth between a manual and an automatic, I'm always driving over things or trying to shift when I don't need to. That gets annoying pretty quick. Let's take our concentrate in. Don't want these accidentally getting bumped off somewhere. Yeah, like right there, I had to think pretty hard whether or not to shift, so I don't back right over the mini trommel. Gonna give her a little reposition so we can start digging over there, over this area. This thing only takes like 3 scoops anyways, but See how many gold jars we got going on here. Holy schmoly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times, what's 9 times 13? 90 plus 9 times 3. That's not 90, that's 10,000. 10,000, so that's 90. 9 times 3 would be to 18, 27. So 90,000 plus 27,000. It's about 117,000 we got. So maybe not quite enough to be trying to get Slucifer yet. But enough that would be good for a few days of the payments. Should probably just sell that Libra off. The track loader. Really ain't got no use for it anymore. I mean, it's a cute little thing. I'd hate to sell it, but it's pretty obsolete now. Guess you could say that same thing about my Sandy 55, but that's really got a special place. This place was built on the Sandy 55 excavator. Yeah, there I go, rolling the wrong way again. And it really takes a while to get the depth perception on this thing. Gotten pretty good at gauging where to drop my loads though. Not too educated what's going on in Iran right now, other than some pretty bad stuff. And then you got Trump talking about taking over Greenland, and a lot of crazy political things going on. Should probably pay more attention to them. Yes, let's not drive into the lake. No, I really did not like the articulating bodies on these when I started using them, but really kind of growing on me. Huh. I don't know if you used to be able to, but I can now. I can see into that water pretty clearly. It looks like there's a little shelf that runs along the edge here. Looks like we're getting about ready to move over here now. A little reposition. I wonder where it looks like there's blue intermingled with that orange line, or if that's just my old eyes getting bad. Yeah, I don't see it when I'm right on it here. I only see it when I'm in the cab. Are there any gold mods on console? So the deal with console is you either need to like prepare the map yourself, or you have to get the right map. There are some maps, not too privy to them. That's probably a video I gotta make. Just not something I've looked too much into because I'm on PC. But so the idea is the gold maps for console. Actually, I don't know if you can do gold. I know you can mine. I don't know if you can do gold. But anyways, the map itself is going to have material because you guys can't get terraform. So there'll be like, you'd go into like, let's see, in the build mode here, and you'd get your tool and you'd lower an area down, and then you like get a dump truck and use console commands and fill a big hole with a bunch of material, and that's how you would mine on console. Really not as polished as the PC way. But yeah, it's possible to mine. I don't know about gold. You know what? I want to say yeah, because I have seen another creator talking about gold mining on console. You know what? You kind of just gave me an idea. That would be a good way if I just did Mod Hub mods and got a gold mine going. That'd be a good way to get a playing viewers stream set up. Yeah, I don't think anything RGC made is gonna be Mod Hub. You got Discord, Josh? This pond is almost done. Gonna have to reposition here so we don't just dig ourselves into a corner. Oh, I gotta clean Crow's mess up. He's always throwing my equipment around and just leaving it there. It's kind of what he's good at. Oh, dang. It's a little too deep for me to get out of. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll finish this pond tonight. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, we almost had her. Oh, I think we're going to need to call the tow rig for this one. Or I just go forward, apparently. Broken needs to be reset. Great. Well, there goes the load that was in it. Well, I guess now I get to see if we fit on the bridge here. Can I? There we go. If we do, it's going to be barely. I think the answer is no. Looks looks like I'm taking the long way around. The brakes really do suck on this cat. Duh, I'm gonna need a truck if I want to do anything. I think it is about time to take those conveyors out. I ain't doing nothing but taking up space at this point. Let's see, where do we put it? So we put it right. We need to get rid of this Lee bear. silly track loader, it's just taking up space at this point. Heck. So lot space. There we go. Now we'll back right up over there. Pond is looking nice. Yeah, the brakes on this rock truck leave quite a bit to be desired. Not looking to stop on a dime, but I am looking to stop sometime today. You know, just thinking about the term woke and how, like, when I was younger, that kind of meant a good thing, and, you know, the evolution of what woke is today, it's like saying you were woke used to be like a cool, hip thing. Now it's just like almost a derogatory term. Not even almost, it is a derogatory term. Do woke people even like being called woke? Wonder if there's any mods for like lily pads that you could put out in the water. I swear if I end up in that water. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time.